Hey guys, it's Dr. Harzempa. Just wanted to talk today about, I've been really interested in following this carnivore diet that's been kind of spreading through social media, and a lot of people have been trying it. And it's really interesting to see so many people getting such great results. But I've also seen, as the carnivore diet has kind of been, rising in popularity, we've been seeing on the other side too, the vegan side, also, saying how important it is to eat an all plant diet. And, you're seeing a lot more people talking about all the things they've done with the vegan diet. And so, it occurred to me the other day, the average person kind of watching these two sides of literally opposite diets. One diet saying, eat plants, no animals. Other one saying, eat animals, no plants. And yet, anecdotally, people are getting better on both sides of that camp. And, for a regular person who's watching this, I imagine that is just the most confusing thing. Um, and people don't know who to believe. And I'm sure that this, may in some ways make the public a little more confused about nutrition. But, I just wanted to post a little bit about what my thoughts are. I think that there's a lot of variation human to human in what our bodies can tolerate. And even what our bodies need to make us feel better at that particular moment. And that may change even within the same person from month to month or year to year. So, I think what's going on both the vegan side and the carnivore side is that something is likely on both sides being taken away, that's causing problems. And something may also be being added that is needed at that particular time for that particular person's situation. So, I think that there's just so much variability person to person, and we're just never going to find a diet that works for every single person perfectly. And there's going to be huge amounts of variation with which diet works for what person. So, that's kind of what I think is going on with this whole, carnivore and vegan diet, and why people are getting benefits on both sides of that equation. So, I mean, certainly, we see anecdotally, people feeling so much better, and that really kind of converts people to want to tout that diet as being the best thing, and it may be the best thing for them. Certainly, we have more data on the vegan side than we do on the carnivore side. I'm really interested to see, as we follow this carnivore diet, and start to get some scientific data, hopefully, we can start to see, what's going on that may explain all the benefit that so many people have had. I've only had one patient in my practice go on the diet, and we did check labs and found definitely some interesting things. Cholesterol went up, which I would have been my prediction, but also inflammation went down. Some markers of endothelial function improved. A lot of stuff got better too, and actually probably, more stuff got better than worse. That particular person also reported just a general sense of well-being, like mentally they felt better. So, again, it's my N of one so far within my practice, but I'm really interested in following this movement just to see where it goes. And again, I think the people on the carnivore side who are getting results, you can't argue with that. We don't know long term what the diet's going to do, but we can't argue with the short term results that people are saying that they're getting and showing that they're getting. Because you've had quite a few people lose really significant amounts of weight. So, that's my thought, is that we are in a world right now where each of us is biochemically individual. We're a genetic individual, we're a biochemical individual, and when you stumble on something that works well for your biochemistry, you end up doing that thing, whether that be vegan, carnivore, or any other diet. So, I'm hoping at some point we'll be able to, look at a person's genetics, look at their gut biome, look at all these things, and be able to say, yeah, you're the kind of person who would do better on this diet over that diet. We're not there yet, so people are having to experiment, and that's, the interesting thing that we're seeing, on the carnivore diet side of things, but also, there's a lot of different dietary camps out there that we're seeing really interesting things in, certainly the paleo diet community as well. So that's my thoughts on the whole, carnivore versus vegan camp. Hopefully everyone can really treat each other well, at least, in these different camps. I really liked the Joel Kahn and Chris Kresser podcast with Joe Rogan. And I thought that it was just a very civil discourse on, the science of what we know about nutrition. There was no mudslinging on either side, and I feel like that should be an example of how both these sides treat each other. So anyways, that's my thoughts. I hope everyone has a great weekend. Bye.